What's up, boys? We back once motherfucking again. You guys missed the Udyr gameplay? Well, today I will showcase you the LICH technology. If you guys don't know me, I'm the best Udyr in the world, allegedly challenger player on the US Super server, and I want to show the power of the LICH technology because LICH got a huge buff. They only got a bit nerfed. Still good. I'm gonna have more videos on that. Not a big deal with that, but I want to showcase the strengths of this item. And should you actually buy this item right off the bat? It's only for professionals. If you are nobody's champion, if you're dog shit at the game, don't buy this thing, you're gonna struggle. Because this game is truly epic from start to finish. You will see how to devour the game and carry 4 useless piggies. You will even learn how to carry creatures that have been given birth by Xpetu with his Shen mid lane. One of the most useless things you could possibly have. I cannot think of something more useless than fucking Shen mid lane in this video game. Yeah, you will literally play 4v5. It's a joke, it's a struggle, but now let's see. I'm playing versus FidelDix, and you guys know FidelDix, really useful champion level 1, so we're gonna invade him and show you how trash can FidelDix can be, especially after this nerf where he doesn't have as much CC, so once you get that Mercs, the pilly juicy. So instead of going wolves, I go with blue buff first in case he started there. Then I ward this thing, I base. This is more appealing to me because I can go buy an M-Tom and skill my E, otherwise I would have to skill W to sustain because I lost a lot of HP. And then I open through mid lane and I see if Fiddlesticks reacts, because when you have this ward you can see, is it gonna go top side camps or is it gonna go bot side camps? So I see he goes both side camps, so I react by going on the wolf. I clear the wolf while he's walking there. And then I start the Gromp. I'm gonna do this much quicker. And he's stuck. He thinks, oh, I have prio. But I got Shen stuck under tower. He's a team player, he picked Shen. Of course he's gonna fucking move. I made my million move as well, because he had nothing else to do. And as you can see, I'm just watching. I smited the Gromp, and I'm chilling. I'm clearing my blue buff to get full efficiency. If FidelDix dies to my team, then it's free win anyway, I don't need to be there. Once the fight gets a bit extended and Morgana shows she wants to come, then I decide to right-click the FidelDix once. But as you can see, my team didn't even need that. But they kind of sacrificed bot lane and they're already super far behind. And died once. Either way, I skip my blue buff. Why do I skip my blue buff? Because I want to end up on the top side a bit earlier. I clear this, and I attack the FidelDix, who wants to go for top crab. If I did blue buff, I would not get this opportunity. And guess what? We know he had no Q because he didn't use it in that fight, so he has nothing to peel himself, and we can just fucking kill his ass. And if he had Q, you'd have to use it on a skull grab, and it's a pretty long cooldown early. And then Urgot wants to punish me, but here's the thing, when you play jungle, you are healing on the jungle camp. There's no way this Peace Rush Urgot is gonna deal enough damage to go through my W awaken and healing on the jungle camp. Then I hit level 5, and now I'm jailing him. He's like, bro, how can I even play the game? I don't know why Tom Kench left so early, he's gonna miss a He could have tried to push that in and then just W over this little wall right here, but, you know, sucks to suck, the guy's fucking brain dead, he just wants to help, I guess, I don't know. We don't really get anything, I just leave, he Ws. If he hit W, I'd go in, maybe with flash, but he missed W, so I don't go in. Then I proceed to buy Blasting One. You want to buy Blasting One because the component is just too efficient, too fat, and it's expensive. If I don't buy Blasting One, then on the next reset, if I don't even have gold, I'm just gonna have a shitty recall. So I was like, add a Wisp, which will give me 10 AP, plus boots. It's a lot of movement speed, but I would rather have Nuke on the jungle camps right now, because when you have this much AP, like think about it guys, this is more AP than a full Liandry. And the way Udyr works is that you have a cap here, if you read at the bottom. 57 damage, 15 plus 50% AP plus 100% AD. This is the damage that applies to lightning and to your normal Q auto text. The cap gets increased by your AP or AD because it's max self damage. And it's pretty hard capped, you can only increase that with 80 AP. And yeah, you just nuke these camps, and now I'm patting into FidelDix again because I want to punish him for being a bad boy. Because I know he wants to go on these topside camps, and of course I skip my crags. I walk up, steal that. He doesn't even have smite. Make sure to, if you want to try to smite on Udyr, try to use the Q auto tech. Try to have an idea of how much damage it does, especially with this type of items where each actually does more damage. And then, you know, I commit. He has no Q. I will kill him. Now, can the Jace kill me? No, he's on cooldown. And I even get channeled and I force his flash. If our Shen, I would wait a bit more on that ult, maybe the Jace chases a bit more and then we don't have to go into the tower. Now we got a small problem. There's an Urgot, and I didn't pay attention. He's actually level 5. I could have just got out right away. But he's gonna hit level 6 from this, and then he's gonna try to snipe me across the fucking map. Look at him. Nice try, little bro. And we got a small problem here. I was not able to fully invade Fiddle, because I committed in the tower to get a kill. But of course, I know that he wants to go back for his blue buff, and now since I healed on the Krags, I'm level 7, I'm gonna go back in with an upgraded smite and take his fucking grump and kill him again, because you are not gonna be able to play with Artix against me, against the motherfucking warrior, if you don't get 69 abilities level 1 from your teammates to help you. Kench gives me a helping hand, not a big deal. So I decided to flash in because my boy helped me. And then I'm able to get the grabs. Why are the grabs super important with this Lich Bane build? What are the strengths and weaknesses of Lich Bane? Well, if you have grabs plus Lich Bane, you have a lot of damage to turrets, and then Deadman's Plate, which you buy later, also does a lot of damage to turrets. And any kind of AP item like Riftmaker increases your damage to towers. So your split pushing threat with this type of item will be much higher. And Lich Bane also clears quite a bit faster than Liandry, to some extent. It depends on the situation. Obviously Liandry has the burn, where you can let it die to the burn and save some time. But overall, Lich Bane is still a bit faster. Even if it's just one auto attack, you can just do some tests in practice, will level yourself up to 9 and level the camps to that average level in the game, like 7-9, and see what it does. Here, I'm trying to collect the resources, and you guys saw that I'm sitting on a lot of gold, but why am I still clearing my camps? The reason I'm clearing my camps is because I know that these guys want to base. So I'm going to base at the same time with their bot lane, because right now I cannot kill them, I'm shoeless Sudir, I have to buy my items, I'm sitting on a lot of gold, I want to get Lich Bane plus boots, okay? But now I'm gonna be able to get even more, because it doesn't matter if I bought right away and got my items, because there would be nothing to do on the map. So only now I base, I get the Lich Bane, and now we can have a look at this item a bit, so you guys can clearly see the stats. 100 AP, 40 MS, 10 haste. So you trade 300 HP from Liandry for 100 gold cheaper item. It's pretty meaningful in an early game, that difference in gold, because sometimes you're going to be able to buy Dark Seal, or Cloth Armor, or Ruby Crystal, so it adds to those stats. Now obviously if I can afford Lich Bane plus Ruby Crystal instead of Liandry, then it's only 150 HP difference. See what I mean? So 40 AP extra. It also transitions into some W, shielding and healing. My shield right now, 100. So it closes the gap a bit. Then the MS and haste could also make you a bit tanky if you dodge a skill shot, or if you enter in range to hit your opponent. And the haste can let you get another W, and that will also close the gap in tankiness. So you're not that squishy with Lich Bane, even though it doesn't give any HP. Then you also get the attack spin and the on hit Shin proc, which improves your DPS a lot, but you don't have the same zone control and poke as Liandry. You're not as useful from behind. You have to auto attack on this build. You have to be a bit more ahead. You have to split push. It's for professionals, guys. You cannot just play this if you're not a god on the Udyr. And of course I get my items and we invade Field 6 again because I know where he is, and I'm struggling a bit. This is why I didn't want to invade earlier, and I kept clearing my own jungle camps, because it's very hard to contest this Urgot and Jace right now. They're just gonna nuke me. If Urgot lands R on the Fiddle 6 sphere, I'm going to die, so I have to be a bit careful. I play it calm and collected, then I don't overcommit for the Fiddle 6, and then I just farm my camps, farm my topside, weep. I have to give the dragons, and that's fine. Of course I'm gonna give the dragon. My Fiddle, sorry, not Fiddle 6, Twitch and Meteor are getting completely stormed. They lost their tower, I couldn't gank them ever. Morgana spell shield, it's impossible. The champions have good escapes anyway. I get Morgana killed in the mouth, Caitlyn traps, Caitlyn E, etc. There's just no follow-up from Melee champion. It's completely useless. Don't play Melee, my humble opinion. So I'm trying to get what I can. I'm still 10 CS per minute pretty much, and pressuring Philo 6 24/7. We ended up killing him 4 times. Now I'm trying to dive this guy, which should be free because we have information of everyone. Jace is not moving. He could maybe TP, but then we force his TP. But this little piggy on Kench misses the Q on a standing still target, so we cannot cancel the recall, so we can dive him. Now, I'm not gonna say that the dive is gonna go well, but of course we got a Shen mid lane with Titanic Crash, no armor items into Jace, 50 CS, stuck under tower, useless piece of shit, stole my shutdown as well on the Fiddle. And these guys are trying to fight their contest. There's nothing, they just sit in their tower and accept their fate. Nothing they can do. I mean, I don't know if you guys even saw the Philo 6 try to roam top lane at like level 4, he just left lane and he sat in Reaper for like 2 minutes. I thought he was gonna rage quit the game or some shit. Now we just have to push the lane, because there's just nothing to do. The Shen is dead. Push this out. And now we have some priority to go and kill the Urgot. And I know that the Jace will come. I'm spam pinging my Shen to R. He pings on the way. And I'm trying to play a little bit scared here to make them commit into me. And eventually we kill the Urgot. He doesn't bother flashing away for some reason. And that's huge, because now I can start working on these jungle camps. And this Jace is... He's trying so hard to stop me for some reason. Like, this guy won't get off my dick. Look at him. I get through like a couple awakens here, 2 or 3 or something. I'm playing with the fog here. He has no vision. Here's awaken W to tank him a bit. He's very strong right now. Jay is tons of base damage in that melee form. Of course, with the Lich Bane I can get some damage back. Eventually I zone him out well enough so he's not able to steal the Gromp. And I know Fiddlesticks is coming, because eventually he will come. What will he possibly do? There's a low chance he's not gonna come when these guys are contesting this for 3 years and Urgot is gonna TP back. And we don't even have Shen R, and they have that information. They also see Shen in mid lane. But of course, I know that I have Tahm Kench R, so that's why I'm playing aggressive. Sometimes you have to trust your teammates a little bit. I have Shen R, I have Tahm Kench R. Gotta play around it a bit. And then I'm waiting to see what happens. If these guys overcommit, if we land the CC. Jace goes in, I drop the R, I make sure to not get Urgot ulted or E'd or something like that, because even here I'm almost killed. Or pick up a double kill. And we secured every fucking jungle camp, and Fiddlesticks is, what, down 3 levels, even with catch-up XP. And he's 0-5. And this guy is getting the freest win of his life. Urgot was doing okay, Jay stomping, botlane stomping, everybody's tilted on my team. Although they're not like visibly showing it, but for sure you're tilted if you're in this position as Twitch. You are spam pinging the video quite a lot at some point. And this is where Jace throws the game. Like, this is where Jace shows that it's just not the right breed of player. He's a fucking clown. There's no way he thinks that's a good play. Then we can also get the tower, and now we have a chance in the game. Like, even with this giant chain of events over and over, stopping the Fiddlesticks, fucking the top and mid lane as much as we can. I am up 3k gold, we are still down 500 gold. Now of course I just have to protect my bot side camps and work back into the top side camps, as you guys have always seen on this channel on the earlier gameplay. Forget this level 1 control where you can really stomp the game, as you've seen. This would not be possible if I didn't try to invade the Fiddlesticks. We'll get some camps. I'm level 12 and I'm thinking that I want to contest the dragon, because now we are super strong. I got that Deadman's Plate, just lets you farm a lot more. Again, damage to towers, damage to camps. It's a farm item, it's a pressure item. You don't have to think, oh, I buy Deadman's Plate to get armor and HP. No, it's pretty offensive in that sense. The HP and armor is of course very nice. You wanna be tanky, you don't wanna be glass cannon on you in most cases. And we can just start dragon with Urgot dead, with these guys not being able to do anything. I don't know what the fuck my Shin is doing. I mean, it's just trolling the game for fun. Just let Fiddlesticks ult in and kill himself. Why would you put yourself in this position? Doesn't really matter. We are slowly winning the fight because Urgot is too far away. We know he has no TP. Eventually Fiddlesticks goes in with no vision. My smite does more damage. He didn't even get in 900 smite range for him to finish it off. He dies, gives us a free kill. And then Urgot decides to flash Emi. And I have an answer to that. I just fucking flash as well. You know, just in case. Meteor R is probably enough. But I don't want to give them 1k gold shutdown. I don't really trust these players that much. And you see here, I don't know what the fuck my teammates are doing. They think they are on my level. They think they are next level. It doesn't make sense. I'm proxy farming this wave because there's nothing to do. I want to make them waste time while just getting myself some juicy resources. Oh, just a free cannon wave, not a big deal. And then I run through the tower. He's chilling. If you guys don't know what this skin is, just Google Old Spirit Guard Udyr custom skin and you'll find it. Yeah, they're just going between towers. They're looking to fight. XD, I just leave. We need to go back to full clearing. I'm up 100 CS at 80 minutes. Not a big deal. Now I'm looking to invade Fiddlesticks again, but I got vision, they got some stuff, everybody is back on the map. I'm not going to force it, like that. If I get hit by the Morgana Q, I probably give them a bounty. And I don't know what's going on with my bounty. Didn't I have 1k gold shot out earlier? It's going up, it's going down. Interesting. I mean, I like that. I like that. I had a small bounty, and I get it. My team is fucking useless. Why would I have a huge bounty? I'm already struggling so hard to carry them. Thank you, Freak, for these amazing changes. But anyways, we're up 4 levels now. 14 and a half. This guy, not even close to 11 really. And now this guy died, so I decide that, well, I'm fast on the map. it's not like these guys set the DPS to one-shot Atakan. Maybe they can get Herald, but if I go for this, I can look to pressure. I can maybe catch Jace with his glass cannon build and one-shot him, because I'm building Riftmaker next. Why Riftmaker? Well, I want to deal damage. It scales well with Lich Bane, because Lich Bane has an AP ratio, of course, so I'll amplify that by quite a lot. This guy is not a very bad player, though. He's being patient here, he's not just walking between towers. He's thinking about what I could possibly do. And of course, these guys have cancer, and this is what you have to play with. Guinsoo, Twitch. Why do you go Guinsoo and Twitch, guys? Nobody knows. It's simply a worse Bork, a worse Kraken, because the champion has no one hit in the kit. You're just running it down. It's just worse than Yuntal, Collector, Kraken, Bork, anything, and it doesn't even scale. And that's the thing, it's really bad first item, and it doesn't even scale. It's fucking crazy. Of course, Tamkench, he tries to engage, he's trying to fight. I don't know why he's not farming, chilling, waiting for Shen to respawn, waiting for me to push out a wave. He just wants to fight 1v5. I'm pinging them. There's only so much you can do. Tamkench needs a free kill. Shen is retarded and tries to ult the Tamkench, even though I'm not there. Twitch could be killing everyone, but he has Guinsoo, so he doesn't really deal any damage. He's a Mosquito, spray and pray. And I see the JSTP, so I cannot commit. I decide to push the wave though, and now we just have some patience, play it slow. But you'll see here, I pretty much throw the entire fucking game. And don't give myself much chances to carry. Caitlyn completely fucking griefs, loses barrier, loses flash on level 15. These guys are struggling here, struggling. Then I go for the Morgana, awaken E, and I don't know what the fuck was happening with this Philosix. Why was he trying to solo Herald? I didn't know where the fuck he is or where he's coming from. I thought he's like maybe here or here. I kind of lost track because people were going in all directions. I didn't know what's happening, so he flanked me, I got feared, and I ended up dying to Jace. Which blows, but because of these bounty changes, I don't have a 1k gold bounty for playing with 4 fucking piggies. So, it's playable, winnable team, we got this. Complete the Riftmaker, and it's gonna continue to be a struggle, guys. If you thought it's gonna get better, it's not gonna get better. My teammates don't want to contest Drake, even though enemy team has no sums. Literally nothing, they wasted every spell. I have flash shot now, I'm 3 items, I can 1v5 a team fight. Of course, Jace is strong as fuck. He has Serpent's Fang, which is gonna destroy our comp with like 4 fucking shielding champs, Shen, Tamkench, so many shields, and they don't want to contest it. So I'm like, well, I pushed the wave, but the mistake is that I didn't go to push this wave as well. This was a huge mistake. I simply wanted to rush the objective, because I thought that if these guys went earlier on Drake, it could already be dead, and then they tried to contest Atakan, which takes years to kill, and my teammates were chasing Urgot. If they actually started Atakan right away, I would push another wave, but they are chasing Urgot like monkeys. At least I get the kill on Urgot, get myself some extra gold, and it would have all been fine, but Shen, instead of going mid lane and catching these waves, is mentally ill, and he's soloing Gromp. Because I guess Xpeto told him to farm Gromp or something, I don't know, guys. So yeah, Xpeto, Smurf account here, not doing too hot. Because my guy is most useless player in the game, and he's gonna buy a Hullbreaker, yes, he's gonna buy a Hullbreaker, because of course you're gonna be able to split push when you're a fucking cannon minion. And then of course goes 1v3 and kills himself. Nobody's even flaming him. At this point, he's just a fucking maggot, not much you can do about it. Philosix ults in, but I'm not too worried about it, because I got Mercs, and he's gonna be on, he only has 1.5 items. And that's okay, we can fight. I clear the wave, I'm trying to get the Herald with smite and shit, but guess what? Urgot, Flash Fear, into E, can't move my character, had a moment there, like a little brief moment where I could flash away, maybe I gridded, Herald is 50 HP, Twitch for some reason is fucking split pushing top lane with his piece useless build that doesn't do anything. What the fuck are you doing with magic pen on Twitch? This champion doesn't even deal magic damage. Terminus. Like, imagine you build this, like, on Twitch you want to come out of stealth and nuke the entire enemy team. You don't want to go into a sustained fight to stack your fucking Guinsoo and Terminus, because your first 4 to 5 feats will be completely useless. And spray and pray, we can here witness the Mosquito build. Let's enjoy. Let us enjoy. As Chris ASMR always says, let us enjoy. Okay, Mosquito. Ooh, how much armor does Philosix have? 90. Bro, don't hit him too hard. Okay, he only needs like 20 auto decks to kill Philosix. Not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, Mr. Twitch. The Mosquito is real. And by the way, Jace wanted to defend top lane before these guys decided to push around this area. Like, whenever at the inhib, Jace recalled to defend top lane. They could have probably ended Omega fucking lol. But yeah, they give us another chance, and you guys probably know what happens. We take over the fucking game from here. Because they give us free Nash, and the Nexus towers are completely useless, they gave us a lot of kills. I'm still 10 CS per minute, over leveled, level 17 almost. Here, I'm trying to mindfuck the Jace. I'm trying to play with him. Maybe he wants to go for this tower if he doesn't see anybody approach. Maybe he's hiding in these brushes and he's waiting. Look what happens, I clear this wave. And then I check the brush. He's not in the brush. I sit in this brush, I see maybe he wants to catch this wave. Wait a bit. Make sure I don't buff up this minion so he doesn't know I'm there. I'm sitting outside of the range. Very important skill, I'm hugging the wall so I don't give the information. Then I push this out. They pick off the Inting Shen, that's fine, he's pressuring. I get to reset with Baron, the towers are gonna respawn in a few seconds, they cannot do anything. Few seconds, both up. Thank you Riot Games, beautiful feature. And then we know they are split on the map because I pressured top lane. So now they are forced to catch waves and these guys are overextended. I'm walking up on this wave in order to push the next one in. And if somebody still was in the area, what can I do? I'm 4 items with you, this Caitlyn is fucking useless against me, I got Branduin, I got everything, I got tenacity. I E through to make sure I run through Fiddlestick Sphere and traps. And eventually they fucking die. Step on the trap, not a big deal, nobody cares. I don't know why Tom Kench is ulting that guy, but it doesn't even matter. They wasted their flashes, I'm full HP. Jace dies as well to the Mosquito Witch. He's power spiking with a Runan. We got a Ruby Crystal right now. We eventually kill the Morgana as well. Helio class the Q. And now it's a takeover. We take the red buff, we take the dragon. We got the gold lead. We outscaled the fuck out of them. And yeah, some takeaways from this game. Don't play Fiddlesticks. And I gotta say that this is not a huge showcase of the Lich Bane build. Maybe some other games would be better, but look at the fucking damage I do to that Caitlyn. Just some Lich Bane perks. And let's say you compare this to Trinity Force. Trinity Force, okay? Let's just do a one-to-one comparison. One of the best bruiser items, Trinity Force, really strong on some champions, obviously, like Jax, even Udyr, on certain builds. So, let's just have a look. 100 AP, so it's a lot more in terms of adaptive force, in quotation, compared to the AD that you get from Trinity Force. You also get MS, but you don't have to auto-attack for it, you have it permanently. You also get ability haste, pretty much the same amount, 15, 10, whatever. And you also get attack speed, except instead of 33%, you get a bit less, 50% here and there. If you go in and out, it's actually about the same, maybe a little bit better sometimes. And you don't have HP, but since you have ratios on AP, this 100 AP is giving me 40 shield, some healing, and it's gonna add up to the 24 HP, especially because I can buy another Ruby Crystal for the price difference. So I only have to buy another Ruby Crystal, which means that in an extended fight, Lich Bane is gonna give me more HP than Trinity Force anyway. And then the proc itself, earlier it does like 180, now it's like 218. And now we can talk about the runes a little bit as well, because I have Conqueror. Why? Because I'm gonna go into sustained fights, I'm gonna auto-attack a lot, I'm gonna be able to stack Conqueror with Lich Bane, and then the Lich Bane, since it scales with AP, is going to deal more damage. Conditioning Overgrowth to not be a squishy because I don't have that HP. If you combine it with the green pet, it doesn't really matter that this item doesn't have HP on it, because you make up for it. As I said, more AP, more shielding. So even though Lich Bane might look a bit squishy, it's not that bad. Although you're gonna have moments where you're gonna get popped, especially in early games. So, as I said, it's for professionals, because you have to find the angles to auto-take a lot and split push. Otherwise, you're better off buying Liandry and being a good boy for your team. And here, like, I'm so fucking pissed off. And by the way, let's just compare Lich Bane damage so you guys understand the potential. If I had Trinity Force right now, level 18, to deal 360 physical damage. Lich Bane, 230 with some Conqueror stacks. But most champions have much higher armor than MR, especially if they buy some armor. Even if you look at Fiddlesticks, who has no resist, right? He has double the armor of MR. So the Lich Bane proc does more damage if you have at least a little bit of AP from other sources, but even if you have no AP, it still does similar damage to Trinity Force. And yeah, I'm spamming here my Shen to go in. I'm pinging. I'm hoping he doesn't play with locked camera. He wants to push in the wave. Like here, I really want to dive them. Look at them, they're low HP. I just want the Shen R, and he just doesn't want to press it. He's busy. I'm spamming him, spamming his corpse. He's dead in real life in game, and I keep up pushing here because now the pressure is pretty high. And even though you don't have the Liandry burn, and you don't have the Liandry percentage damage increase, this is the power of this build. Because you could argue, hey guys, if I want to auto-take enemies with Lich Bane, why not just go AD Udyr and auto-take them with more damage? Well, this build has the ability to max R, which allows you to have overall a bit better base damage, AoE and teamfight power, perma slow, and still have this auto-take nuke power, especially squishy targets with Lich Bane. The 2 Lich Bane procs, Q Awaken, you're gonna one-shot them pretty easily. Of course, the Liandry can one-shot too, but Lich Bane one-shot is a bit better. But because it has 100 AP, you can still poke and zone people. As you can see, my R Awaken still does a lot of damage with Lich Bane Riftmaker combination. It's a fucking juicer. Chain Flashes in 1v5. The guy really did his best to win. It was for sure not 4v6. Don't worry about it, guys. Going in, spray and pray. Kill the Fidaldix. Kill Urgot as well. And now the game is over. I'm chasing this Caitlyn a little bit. I don't know why she works out to place a trap. What is this? What is this? What is this? Boom. Bomba. Put him to death. I know he has no flash. He just flashed earlier. And last item would be Jackshaw, because they still got a decent amount of magic damage and it's gonna amplify my armor items. It's like a Rabadon for tank items. The armor I'm getting is gonna be amplified by 30%, right? So yeah, that's really nice synergy with my build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned some stuff about the Lich Bane Udyr. I would prefer if I would have an actual bigger showcase of why this item could be strong, but just keep in mind that it clears fast, you can split push with it, it's good for single target damage, it's kind of a niche thing. It might be even better in certain matchups, like Mastery for example. You might be able to get away with Lich Bane into Mastery matchup, where you pretty much have to always go Q-Max no matter what, but even then I'll probably still go Q-Max. Although there are some matchups like Gwen, Mordekaiser, where Lich Bane might do better than Liandry, because Liandry is just not that amazing at dueling, especially in short fights, while this thing does pretty direct damage. And on top of that, you definitely can learn some stuff about how to manage your early game, how to pet, what stuff to react on, what things to play around, and eventually you're gonna be able to carry disgusting monkeys like this that go 30 CS at 10 minutes in bot lane, 30 CS at 10 minutes in mid lane, and they buy Hullbreaker on Shen and rage split. Well, your dumb Kench tries to 1v5 engage. Hey, we ended up being 10k gold up at the end. G! Motherfucking G! If you made it this far, don't forget to drop a fucking like, a sub. Maybe let me know in the comments what champion you would like to see next. Maybe a little Olaf, maybe a little Mordekaiser, who knows, maybe Volibear, maybe even a Rek'Sai. Lovely, spicy. Maybe even check out my Patreon in the links. Everything will be in the description. Join Discord, stuff like that, all good in the hood. Peace.